are listening to the KRCA Podcast, brought to you by speedcube.co.nz.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode 11 of the KRCA Podcast. I'm your host, Liam Wallach, also known as Quiddy Quirce.
I'm Jasper Murray.
I'm Isaac Latta.
So we don't have Dwayne today. He just didn't manage to make it for some reason. We're actually the same people on the podcast as you did in episode 1 for the first time as well, since he's the original hosts as well.
Why would we be different people?
Wait, what?
You said we're the same people as we were when we started.
That's not what I mean.
We've had no progression.
No, this has changed me. Like, I'm not the same innocent young boy I was when I started recording this.
This is just turning into another bully Liam.
No, it's like a bullying Liam segment.
First thing we have today is the comments. So the first one is from Ashley Foster, and it's, why does Australia have most of the OCRs?
Because New Zealand is a way smaller country. I mean...
Because they cheat. They cheat.
Whoa.
They use steroids.
What makes you say that?
Well, they've cheated in cricket. I'm sure they've cheated other times. Oh, and I just broke my cube.
So they cheat in cubing because they cheat in cricket, apparently.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Conclusive evidence.
Yeah, but they have way more cubers anyway. Like, how many cubers do they have? I think New Zealand... I don't know how many New Zealand has. Like...
Well, there's about, like, the top...
300? 400?
About 100 people who've competed. This is just a random comparison, but there's about 100 people in New Zealand who've competed in Cube. And then in Oceania, there's 1,000.
But, so Oceania's 1,000 for Cube?
That's just for Cube, yeah.
I mean, you can't really... It's either because we're like... Yeah, it's just because we're bad. Or because you don't have as many people. I mean... I don't know, because if we had good people, they'd be able to break a lot more of the OCRs, yes.
If you've got more people, that creates more competition, which makes people...
I think we have a similar, if not better, rate of people who are good, quote unquote. It's just we don't have nearly as many people.
Yeah, it makes it a bit harder to get good people. I don't know, we have had some OCRs in the past.
Yeah, and we do have some OCRs. But they're mainly just Tom, aren't they?
Sure. I mean, who else is there actually? What OCRs do we have? I mean, Lucas had that 299 Pyraminx average as well.
Yeah.
I can't really think of any other ones, really. I think we had some a long time ago as well, like Clock and stuff.
I'm pretty sure Niren had, like, the Scube OCR.
Oh, yeah, he did. He had single, I think.
What?
Yeah, and it was like it was actually, like, I think it was, like, 3 seconds or something.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, so New Zealand has had 689 competitors, in 3x3 anyway.
Right, so at the moment, the only OCRs, we have a big blind.
5 blind men?
We have 5 blind, single and mean, and 4 blind mean.
Okay, yeah. I mean, 5 blind mean... I don't know, like Tom's really good at big blind. I'm pretty sure Australia's also quite good, but they just don't have a mean.
So I think, to be honest, like, this question is directed at Liam, but I think I can answer this, and it's tips on getting sub 10 on clock. And my top tip here is just do a bunch of solves.
Yeah, that's basically it. Haven't we got this question like 3 times?
Why do people care about clock so
Yeah, why
much?
do I want to get good at clock? It's clock. But getting sub 10 specifically, rather than just getting better at clock, it is. I mean, it's basically it's practice either way. But sub 10 is just more practice. I mean, you can't really have any. Well, you can have bad habits. I'm like sub 7 and I do have really bad habits, but try not to use the habits I already have, like not rotating and stuff. So yeah, try not to rotate and stuff. It'll make you sub 10 much faster than I am. And yeah, there's a lot of practice. I did maybe 3,500 solves, or 4,000 to get where I am. So if you get maybe like 1,000 or so, you should be able to get sub 10, I think. Maybe even less than that.
I think I've got like 100.
You probably could do it like 500.
Oh no, I've got like 300 solves.
How fast are you?
My last average of 100 was 14.
Oh yeah, so if it's 300, yeah, sub 10's probably not. I don't know.
I just
probably
haven't done. And I think my clock's broken. I can't be bothered fixing it.
I've done 3 clock solves, and I average about 2 minutes.
Then he broke it on the 3rd one. Yeah, I taught Jasper clock, and then he broke it on the 3rd solve. Usually it's by dropping it, but you do it by just turning it somehow.
So we've got. Would you ever start your own cubing store?
I feel like in New Zealand it's not a great idea because there's already two
major
suppliers,
ones, yeah.
and like a third
Yeah,
one.
well, what I have to say to this question is, why would you start a new store when you've got a brilliant store such as speedcube.co.nz?
Oh yeah,
Please
yeah.
sponsor me.
Are professionally set up square ones worth it? Also from Mantra.
I haven't really tried any professional square ones as much.
I feel like the advice that who was it last time gave, that you should just try and set up your own cubes.
Oh yeah, like Elite Cubes,
Yeah.
was it Ben?
Yeah,
You should just set up your own cubes, I think.
and
It's
also
much more
square
expensive.
one is sort of, there's not actually a whole lot that like pre-set up cubes come with.
How do you set up a square one though?
For square one specifically, it kind of depends on what squad it is. Because for like the Volt V2 and YLM, you can just put like DNM in there and you're good to go pretty much. But like a couple of years ago when they had like the Volt, I would say absolutely yes, because you had to do so many mods to make it usable and like not have it not die. But like these days, I don't know if it's really worth it unless you're really fast and also lazy.
Yeah, true. It sounds like me. Except minus the fast part. Just the lazy part. I don't know, I mean, if you really can't be bothered learning how to do it, then maybe. But you might as well just learn how to do it to save your money. I'm not sure about square ones either, because I don't really know any professionally set up ones. I mean, the ones set up by people themselves, but like not the actual stores who set them up. I'm not sure about those.
And the next question comes from Liam O'Neill, and it's, will someone break the 3x3 world record in the next 2 years?
Well, the first thing is, are we going to have any comps in the next 2 years?
I mean,
Maybe that was the last comp in New Zealand.
yesterday, I think it was, or maybe the day before, they did come out with the thing having the guidelines around what you have to do to have comps. So, like, comps can start up again. It's just not that many countries that are capable of having them. But I think definitely in 2 years, all comps will probably be up and running again.
Yeah.
Unless something else starts up. I wouldn't be surprised, like, considering how 2018 went to 2019 and 2019 went to 2020. 2022 is not going to be great, is it?
Well, it might be great because maybe everyone's dead at that point. It's nice and peaceful.
Is that a good thing? Whoa. No, yeah, 2020 is just a finale.
Ending with a bang.
But if we run under the assumption that comps will be continuing, I would say probably. But the way this question is phrased, that they're wondering if it'll be in the next 2 years, I'm assuming they're talking about the single, because I think the 553 is like pretty beatable for the best people, whereas the 347 is, I think, less people have sub 3.5 unofficially than like mid 5 average. But I think
Yeah, true.
I think in 2 years, probably it will be broken, or at least someone will come close to it and get another sub 4. Because if you look at like people's unofficial results, I think now you're starting to see a few more unofficial 3s than you used to. So, plus people have been practicing a lot.
I think there will be a few more like 3s in the next 2 years officially. Like it's like at least by Felix anyway. I think Felix will definitely get a 3 in the next 2 years. Possibly one of the Ruse as well as Max maybe. I reckon there'll be at least 2 or 3 more 3s in the next 2 years.
And there's a decent chance it'll be sub 347. So I'll say probably, yeah. And the final question is from Caleb Hall, and it's, who is the best cubing meme lord?
Oh.
It's our Instagram account, Isaac.
Yeah.
Me and Isaac tried starting a questionable meme account on Instagram a while ago. It kind of died.
Only you made it questionable.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
That's the funny part, though.
I mean, like,
Normal cubing memes on Instagram are usually not that funny. So you have to make it kind of weird, you know?
Yeah.
so they're kind of like a similar layout or similar type of meme to the really generic unfunny ones, but they also have like a really weird twists to them that are just kind of odd, and they're just sort of just dodgy enough that they are funny a lot of the time.
We should continue that. That was great fun.
Follow Cubing Comedy on Instagram.
If you guys want to let us know if we should continue it, the account is Cubing Comedy. I'll check the S in the description of the video.
But like, if you're asking serious, I'd say probably the Volk 3. He is the most consistent, like actually funny memes. Like his are the most consistently entertaining.
No, it's just the people who have a random like PLO as your username. Those are the best memes. Z permutation. I swear, literally, someone stole every single PLO name as an Instagram username and just made memes on all of them. It's always like 4x4 parody, allow me to introduce myself. Like, those ones aren't funny. Some of them can be so bad that they're funny.
I mean, the ones that I do find funny are like really dumb stuff like when meet Felix, because it's just so bad.
The ones that are like ironically bad are really funny, but the ones that are accidentally bad and not ironic.
Yeah, well, it's just like when you get a +2 stonks.
Oh, this one of mine was pretty good. Oh, you can't even
Which one?
see it. The selling your entire family to buy the latest GameCube.
Yeah, that's the only one we're allowed to say on here. The other ones are weirder. Yeah, there are some weird memes on there. If you don't want to check them out, let us know if we should continue them. I think I do have some more memes on my computer that I haven't uploaded to them yet. I probably could, but I can't be bothered because I don't know if people really want them.
Next segment announced by me. Now, this is the debate segment, and I don't think we're qualified to talk about this first subject, but best Square One on the market.
Yeah, so I don't think any of us do Square One really. Jasper might do a bit, I think.
No, I don't do Squan.
What do you average?
I don't know, probably like 20.
Oh, okay.
Maybe like 17.
Better than us.
Like I never practice, and parody is a thing, so I have no idea. But
What do you average, Isaac?
No idea. Actually, in your video, there's me doing Square One with Felix judging. It wasn't the worst one, so I mean, I think I got like a 1 minute one.
Nice.
I got a 1 minute solve at Auckland.
Really?
Yeah, I got a 1 minute solve. I messed up parody and had to restart, and it happened like twice in the same solve, I think.
Yeah, I think at Nationals 2018, I didn't practice for like months on Square One. On my first Square One solves in 6 months, we were at the comp officially, and I got like a 1 minute. I don't even average. They were like both solves were over a minute.
This is the end of our part one of the debate for this question, which is us going on about how much we suck at Squan. And as for the actual question, from what I've heard and my personal experience, I think it's pretty safe to conclude that the Vault V2 is better.
I haven't tried the Vault V2 actually. I use the Use Little Magic, and I have the Vault V1, which is really bad right now for some reason. But what's the difference between the V1 and the V2?
The V1 seems to strip a lot, so I think I bought one from Tim, and I didn't realize I had a stripped core.
Oh, so he scammed you.
Essentially, yeah.
I think
He was selling his cubes for half price, though.
the Vault V2 is way less broken, and also I think it has like better corner cutting or something.
Okay, the next question. I'm not even looking at this. No, there we go. What puzzles should be mass-produced that aren't already? I'd say a good clock.
Yeah, I mean, it says what puzzles, not which. It's not trying to improve one that already is mass-produced though. Isn't Chi making a clock?
I have no clue.
I mean, I think like Moyu, like the Chi and Moyu clocks, I feel like they've been being teased. At least I've heard that they've been being teased for years.
I mean, Moyu
like,
posted something on
like,
Instagram about a clock like 5 years ago and they haven't done anything. I think one of the first posts on the Instagram is about a new clock.
The solution to this is just don't do clock and you don't have to worry about it.
I mean, if Moyu and Chi did release a clock, they'd probably get a lot more money. It's a good business deal.
I'd do clock if I'd practice clock if they released one, but I can't be stuffed to like actually deal with a Lingao.
Yeah, true. I mean, Lingao probably could be made a lot better, honestly.
Well, the thing is, you gotta get the clock, and then you've got to get the magnets. Or you could buy a magnetic one, but it's still not guaranteed to be good.
Yeah. I mean, my other magnetic one, the spare, is okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to actually break it in still, even if it is magnetized, which is not fun. Because having to break in a clock that's not good isn't great practice, and it's not fun to solve. Like, I've done maybe... Yeah, basically all the solves in my session are from my main, and the other clock I've done, like, maybe 100 or so on it, so it's not great. I think... Actually, no, probably no more than that. I don't know. I don't use it much. Should we probably say a new puzzle that should actually be released?
Well, I don't know anything about non-WCA puzzles because I just don't find it that interesting, and I don't think there's any really good speed cubes that aren't mass-produced.
Apart from clock. I mean, we don't really know too much about puzzles that aren't mass-produced because they're really small. And the reason they're unknown is because they're not mass-produced. Like, if they're... I mean, most of the non-mass-produced puzzles probably aren't great. Because they're not mass-produced. There's also stuff like 33 by 33 that can't be mass-produced, really. Wait, what M by N do we actually have at this point? Like, up to 15... up to 13 by 13, then 15 by 15, 17 by 17.
There's a 19 by 19, isn't there?
Is there?
I think 2 through 12, 2 through 13. Oh, I don't know if there's mass-produced 12 by 12s. I can't remember. But
I think
2 through 13, maybe not 12. And then 15 and 17 that are all mass-produced.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get, like, the even ones.
I find even layer ones more fun.
Except it's more likely to explode.
Yeah, it is.
I think you can get custom 22 and 33. That's the good thing about it, eh?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna continue our tradition of announcing that there have been no records.
Yay, because long non-rip comps.
You are listening to the KRCA Podcast, brought to you by speedcube.co.nz.
So my actual, like, Chrome is stuffing out right now, so this might be a bit hard for me to do. But, we came up with a new, because usually we just, like, recycle, game segments for the podcast for some reason. But we have come up with a new one, so basically I've got some translations from cube companies and, like, cube descriptions here. And I'm going to read them out to you, and then give you, like, 2 or 3 options for each one, and you have to guess which cube it is or which brand the description is from. Okay, so I'll read out the description, and you'll guess, for this one, in this case, you'll guess which cube it's from. This event, I'm just changing what it's called because it says it in the description. This event was ever the first mass-produced cubic in the world. It turns very smooth out of box and comes with an extra original sticker for replacement.
Wait, so we're saying what the event is of the puzzle?
So I'll give you 3 things that you can guess from. Is it the Xingxiao 8x8, the Xingxiao 9x9, or the Xingxiao Petaming? I'll read it again. This event was ever the first mass-produced cubic in the world. It turns very smooth out of box and comes with an extra original sticker for replacement.
Wait, yeah.
3,
Yeah.
2, 1, go.
I put the 8x8.
Okay, so Jess with the Xingxiao 8x8 and Isaac with the Xingxiao 9x9. The answer was the Xingxiao 9x9, so it's 1 point for Isaac.
I'm so glad I changed my answer.
Nice. The cube is another budget cube for all cubers. It has optimized friction surface, double card feet design, widen the outer layer design, optimized rounded corner features. It features full primary internal core with colored caps. Primary core can make the cube turns more smooth, and colored caps too instead of stickers can let you use more longer time. Is this the Xingxiao 8x8, the MF8 8x8, or the Yushin Little Magic 8x8? This one's really hard to guess, by the way, so I'm sorry for that.
Okay, I'm ready.
I think I just spelled that wrong. Whatever.
Okay, you did spell that wrong. So Jess with the Yushin Little Magic 8x8 and Isaac with the Yushin 8x8. Oh, that's the same thing.
Oh, no.
Whoa. The Yushin 8x8 is the same thing as the Yushin Little Magic 8x8, so you both got that one right.
Okay.
Somehow, that was a really hard one. Okay, so now Jess is on 1 point and Isaac's on 2 points. Okay, so for this one you're going to be guessing the company this is from, which might make it a lot harder. And there's not really any hints to do it, so it's kind of a guess. But the whole point of this is just because it has funny text. Rotate to the magic cube with your friends and enjoy the happiness. No need to paste the stickers by yourself and just enjoy it. Is that Moyu, Gan, or Chie? I'll read it again. Rotate the magic cube with your friends and enjoy the happiness. No need to paste the stickers by yourself and just enjoy it. Moyu, Gan, or Chie? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so you both guessed Moyu. That was right.
I figured they
Nice.
were like the only ones to say Magic Cube.
Did it? Oh, they did say Magic
Yeah, I feel
Cube,
like cheese advertising is always like super intense. Like, this is the best tiger fight with the spirit of a dragon. And
Okay. So we've got another one here. We've got 5 questions, so you're going to guess the company for this one as well. Adopt high quality engineering ABS plastic. It is not easy to deform, not easy to wear, with longer service life. Is that Moyu, Gan, or Chi? Same ones last time.
I think I know.
Okay. Adopt high quality engineering ABS plastic. It is not easy to deform, not easy to wear, with longer service life. Moyu, Gan, Chi. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so Jasper said Gan and Isaac said Chi. It was actually Moyu again. So you both got that one wrong. And
yeah, I feel like the GAN ones are usually like a combination of really, really, really terrible English and trying to flex about their product in some way. Like saying it's really good and high quality.
So the last one here, Jasper actually has to get this one right and Isaac has to get it wrong for it to be a tie.
Make it worth 2 points or something.
Okay, we can do 2 points for this one.
Sure.
Last one here for the final win. 4 leading crafts, each one is Super 1. From inside to outside, its craft brings up the outstanding quality and stable hand feel of this cube, which is stunning and surprising. It's stunning and surprising, guys.
Can you read that again?
4 leading crafts, each one is Super 1. From inside to outside, its craft brings up the outstanding quality and stable hand feel of this cube, which is stunning and surprising. Moyu, Gan, or Chi, guys? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Jasper said Gan and Isaac said Chi. That was Gan, so Jasper wins. Good job on that completely luck-based game because there were no clues at all.
No, not really.
I mean, the last one, I got it because I remembered from a GAN pamphlet they were telling you that if you A, don't lube your cube, or B, lube the cube with anything other than GAN lube, or C, mix GAN lube with other lubes, it's gonna hurt the cube and make it have a loose or resistant hand feel. So the statement hand feel made me think it was GAN.
Okay, so you had a hint on that one. Okay, so yeah, Jasper wins for 4 points and Isaac wins with 3. Okay, so I guess that's the end of the episode. So, as you might know, we do this podcast every month, and next month will be episode 12, which will mean our 1 year anniversary. That went really fast, actually. It doesn't seem like it's been a year yet, but that is amazing. So I guess we'll try and do something special for that. So yeah, we'll try and do something special for episode 12. Not sure yet, but we'll have some ideas by then. And thank you guys for watching. Goodbye, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
That was the KRCA Podcast, brought to you by speedcube.co.nz.